sword.
Neither the United States of America nor the world community of nations can tolerate deliberate deception and offensive threats on the part of any nation.
I will make you understand.
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Jones, and welcome to the Tony Jones Show.
It's not that people are willing to take the risk. It's just sort of a herd mentality, a lemming-like mentality. If you don't go with the flow, you're anti-American and therefore a suspect.
The Tony Jones Show, featuring punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, and Providence, Rhode Island's finest, starts right now.
He's a dangerous militia member, I hear. Oh, and there she blows.
Friends, the time for mediocrity in broadcasting is over. My name is Tony Jones, and you are listening to The Tony Jones Show, your destination for talk and rock. With me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. George Garner. George, good evening.
Good evening, as always.
What's new with you this week?
Oh, well, basically, I'm just continuing to get psyched about Banshee Fest, which is rolling toward us at the speed of a shriek.
It is. It's going to be a good time, and, I hate to rub my own shoulders. That doesn't even make sense. I hate to pat my own back, but...
Well, you're going to have to, because I'm not doing it for you.
I hate to pat my own back, but the next month of this show, this radio show right here, this little radio show, is absolutely ridiculous. It is an embarrassment of riches. And we did big numbers for the New Year's Eve live broadcast on the podcast, and I thank you all for that. And, of course, if you're listening live, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show is open to interact with you. And, George, this week, you and I, as in Tony Jones and the Cretan 3, got a little national press in Pop Vulture magazine, so that was pretty cool.
Excellent.
Everybody can check that out online at popvulturemag.com. And that's enough about us, because we have some enthusiastic young folk. I just sounded like I was 100 years old when I said that.
When you turn 100 years old, I hate to think of what you're going to refer to yourself as then.
We have some enthusiastic young folk in studio. They're going to chat, perform live for you all out there in Radio Land. Pixels in studio. Pixels, good evening.
Hi. Hi, Tony and George.
Thank you guys for swinging by. Tell us a little bit. Give us a little bit of the Pixels story. Who is in Pixels, and how did you become a band? And I always want to know why you became a band for some reason.
Megan, do you know?
I just remember rumblings about you needing a drummer for a show, and at that point I had a snare drum for like half a year, but had really only played it for like a couple times for 30 minutes each. And so I came over to your house just to I was absolutely terrified. I almost didn't go. And then you're like, oh, hey, you're in a band now. I was like, oh, there's a band? Oh, I don't know how to play. And you let me, and you guys were already swelling a half.
I was really mad at Andy Davis because he's like, we're gonna play with this girl who's never played drums before. And I'm like, Andy Davis, she's not gonna sound like Mo Tucker. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna sound like that. And then she started playing, and yeah, it really sounds like that. And I was laughing a lot.
Drummers are the flightiest. I mean, it is tough. As a recovering drummer myself, as Ozzy Osbourne so eloquently put it, who wants to bang on things for a living? So that's always a key part. And who else is in the band, though? Because we didn't get to the formal introductions.
I'm Andy.
I'm Melba.
I'm Adam.
Everybody is always... I for some reason, and I've been doing this for a long time now, I always forget, and then people ask me, they just hear all these weird voices, and they ask me, like, who do you actually have in the studio? So that's my thing. I'm going to be...
One of these days, we're going to say no one else. And...
just crickets. Crickets in studio. Or it'll be like the Morburn Tabernacle Choir.
You guys are good at modulating the sound of your voice a lot.
So we're going to chat more with the Pixels, because they just put a cassette out, which I want to talk about, because I think that is fantastic. They're going to play live for you, and don't forget Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show if you have a question for them. But before that, we're going to get to some music, and here is some Tom Waits.
Red shoes by the newsstand. The rain splashed a nickel and spilled like Chablis all along the midway. There's a little blue jay, a red dress, a sad night. One straw in a root beer, a compact with a cracked mirror, a bottle of evening in Paris perfume was this sad tune. Told it away by the magazines. Take care of business, it seems. Bring a raincoat. Bring a suitcase. Bring your dark eyes. And wear those red shoes. at the bus stop. Umbrellas arranged in a sad bouquet. Little Caesar got caught. He's going on down a second. He was cooled. Changing stations on the chamber to steal a diamond ring from a jewelry store for his baby. He loved the way she looked in those red shoes. She waited by the drugstore. Caesar never been this late before. The dogs paid the moon, rattled the chain. And the cold jingle of taps in a bottle was a burglar alarm snitching on Caesar. The rain washed memories from the sidewalks. The hounds splashed the nickel full of soldiers. Santa Claus is drunk in the ski room. Christmas Eve in a sad cafe. When the moon gets its way, there's a little blue jay by the newsstand. Red shoes, red shoes. So mad tonight by the drugstore. Mad tonight by the drugstore. Mad tonight by the drugstore. Going out tonight, going out tonight, going out tonight. Wear your red shoes, red shoes. Wear your red shoes, red shoes. Ready? Red shoes.
I've had heavenly rest, but not for long. It's a shotgun truce in the South or bust. You shall be gone.